Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Farmcast. And we're here. We are a couple days away from the NFL draft.
Poggers.
Right, exactly. What is the? I don't know if they have like the 50th or whatever it has on it. But the 2021 NFL draft is here. Trevor Lawrence is going number one. And we're here to discuss it. We know a lot of things, and we are here to let you know about these things about the draft.
If you want the best insider information from your favorite draft nicks,
Then get out of here. Oh,
you
Yeah.
came to the right place for correct takes. 32 out of 32. We're gonna lay it down for you. You're welcome.
We're getting the trades ready. We're getting everything. It all on the table. So what do you guys think? Thoughts on the draft coming up? Excited?
I think that I'm honestly not super excited because, again, I don't think the Packers are going to draft anybody cool or noteworthy. I mean, they might be noteworthy, but not anybody flashy. But to me, as a man who has paid a whole lot of attention to the draft in the last couple of weeks, it just seems like it's Trevor Lawrence and then a bunch of dudes.
Not a Zach
Is
Wilson
this supposed to be one of the better drafts? Because I can't tell.
I don't think so.
No,
you know
I
what
don't
this
think
draft
so.
does have? A ton of this draft, more than any other, has made me feel super fucking old because I'm seeing so many guys where it's they're just the sons of other players I used to watch. You have the son of Joe Horn. You have Patrick Surtain Jr. It's
Amon-Ra.
man, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh God.
Future
Packer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a Packer. That's one that everyone wants in the 5th round. But yeah, I literally don't know where this is supposed to be. This run on QBs is gonna be very funny to me because QBs in the 1st round. If you look in the last I think 10 years, how many QBs that were drafted in the 1st round are still in the NFL? It's shockingly low. It's crazy how much of really hit or miss it is. And it is Trevor Lawrence, Kyle Pitts, and a couple boys. That's all this draft is.
But Kyle Pitts is the tight end, right?
Yep. He's the Megatron tight end. Yeah,
I was going to say, the one thing this draft doesn't have, but I think it does with Kyle Pitts, is last year, it was okay, teams are going to take a quarterback. The first overall pick's probably going to be a quarterback. But Chase Young is the surefire. He's going to be really good no matter what happens.
Yep.
And I was going to say there really isn't anybody like that outside of Trevor Lawrence because everybody seems to think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a godsend, which he might be. But I have heard a lot of great things about that tight end.
Is there any world where Trevor Lawrence doesn't live up to the hype?
Yeah, I think there is
Definitely.
a world, but
Okay,
I think he's going to be good. But the hype is so big, it's it's always comparing. He's the best prospect since Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck. It's well, I mean, you can be really good and fall short of Peyton Manning.
Right? Yeah.
Manning was him and maybe Elway were easily the best number 1 overall pick quarterbacks, and I think it's only them. Troy Aikman, who are Hall of Famers. It's a shorter list than you might think.
Of the number
Cam
1
Newton.
guys?
Hall of Fame
not a Hall of
quarterbacks.
Famer.
Oh.
He won a Super Bowl and won an MVP. He did not win a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Trevor Lawrence is one of those guys where I didn't watch. I've seen, obviously, plays about him. But for me, I'm just believing the hype when this is a sure thing. It reminds me of Andrew Luck. And I mean, obviously. So I'm just okay, I'm going to take everyone's word for it. Trevor Lawrence is going to be amazing. That's what I hear. But I don't know. He's the sure thing. Fine. We'll roll with it. I have nothing against it. I'm excited. Jay's got a cool team now. But it's everyone else in this draft that is hilarious to me, and specifically Zach Wilson. The Jets. I think this dude's gonna suck.
Yeah. He went to BYU.
Not a good sign. Not a good start.
I don't need to know anything else.
If you're choosing to go to Birmingham Young, you got some questions about you. I got a lot of character concerns. I'll say that. You are actively signing up to have no sex and no fun. Tough scene. I don't know.
You can't drink coffee.
Can't even drink coffee.
No caffeine, baby.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, a couple coffee boys on the pod.
That's tough.
We're starting.
I couldn't imagine doing this. Imagine doing this podcast without either caffeine or alcohol. I would have quit this a year ago.
No kidding.
That couldn't be me.
You can chew like a man, but
or tobacco.
Gotta get your buzz otherwise. You probably can't have that on that campus either.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, so it's tough. This draft is just the way all these quarterbacks are, because outside of like your surefire number 1 overall pick, it just seems like a weird collection of QBs with you're like your Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson. It's really
don't neglect the NDSU boy, Trey Lance.
And Trey Lance. Sorry.
Yep.
I knew I was forgetting one. But it's reminding me of that 2011 NFL draft. And just as a reminder to everybody, these were the quarterbacks. There were 4 quarterbacks taken in the top 12. Number 1 overall pick, Cam Newton. Pretty good. I'd say that's a hit. Yeah. Big time hit. After that, it's tough. Number 8, you have Jake Locker. Number 10, you have Blaine Gabbert. And number 12, you have Christian Ponder.
Oh, yeah.
I could see this draft going in that direction very quickly, because I'm not buying some of these guys. I'm really not.
That draft is awesome. Christian Ponder, that's right. Wow. Yeah, I mean, even it makes no sense. And I'm not a Justin Fields believer, but like I think he's the best out of the second tier guys after Trevor. But like Mac Jones, what a loser! Like this guy, I've already been like, this dude's gonna suck. Whoever gets Mac Jones is gonna be hilarious because they have just drafted themselves a bust.
I despise Mac Jones. I'm gonna keep it extremely real with you guys. Mac Jones is the weirdest hyped prospect I can ever remember, and I was saying this yesterday when we were talking a little bit with how one of his apparent primary strengths is that he might be a low ceiling guy, he has a high floor. High floor? What are you talking about? He's supposed to be a top 5 pick. You're the number 1 thing you're talking about is floor and leadership. Are you out of your mind? Also, I don't know how much I buy that shit either. He had nothing but good pieces around him at Alabama. His own wide receiver won the Heisman ahead of him, which should have happened, granted. Nick Saban's his coach. I don't really understand what leadership role he must have really needed to take on that team. And it's just weird because you have Justin Fields, right? And you have all these questions coming. I'm not necessarily a big Justin Fields lover, but you have all these questions coming out about Justin Fields of well, how much does he actually care about the game? And is he really passionate about football and everything? Did you know that Mac Jones was arrested for a DUI accident that he caused?
Oh, God.
You never hear about that.
Wow.
Who among us?
It's just really weird. I don't understand this Mac Jones. It just feels it's like a music industry plant. I don't buy it. There's something fishy going on, and I think there's a lot of behind the scenes palm greasing between agents and GMs. I don't buy it for a second. Okay. I'm putting on my tinfoil cap.
I think that's kind of how I feel about Zach Wilson. There's something behind the scenes going on with Zach Wilson. I don't know what, but plus if you want a guy with that high floor that they say, there's plenty of guys in the 3rd round who will have a high floor for you. That Trask, the floor to get him in the 3rd round.
Also, but just doesn't what does a high floor, low ceiling quarterback even look like?
Well, but
Andy Dalton?
Maybe, but if you're drafting a quarterback with a top 5 pick, I'm expecting him to have a high ceiling. He could have a bottom out floor, but I would preferably have somebody who could be the best player in the league.
Hey, this guy might win us 8 games.
Yeah,
sick.
He won't ever lose more than 12, but he might cap out at 8. That just makes no sense.
To be fair, in this mock I'm looking at number 3, they have the Niners taking him. Maybe that is what they want.
They already have that.
Yeah, right.
That's exactly what
Jimmy
Garoppolo
Yeah.
like to a T.
They want that rookie contract. Apparently, another guy. But this does beg the question, and I will find any way on this podcast to bring his name up. Among these QBs, where would Jordan Love rank?
I think probably still back end of the first.
Really?
I think he doesn't change much at all. I think he goes in a similar spot.
I think mid first. I think that this run on QBs like pressures.
I don't think he goes ahead of any of those guys. I don't think he goes ahead of even like
Trey Lance.
I don't think he goes ahead of Trey Lance. Yeah.
I don't know.
Love Trey Lance.
People
love Trey Lance. No, I know nothing about that man.
Oh, I thought the North Dakota connection. I thought you just were a little
I hear people at work talking about him, like, because I have a lot of NDSU Bison fans that I work with saying that he's going to be the best quarterback out of the draft because he's very athletic and he can throw the ball. But like, I don't know. I've read a couple things about him, and apparently he's a great first read guy. So like, if his first read's open, he's awesome. He can put it where it needs to go. But if he has to do any decision making, he just falls apart.
It sounds like that's what I've heard about Justin Fields. Like, he is just simply the first decision.
See, but I don't get that either, because it's like what I was hearing about Justin Fields, it's like his offense was designed around that, though. Like, that was the point of his offense. What the hell else is he supposed to do? It doesn't mean he can't.
Yeah, but like, you'd have to think maybe not all college coaches are good, obviously, but some of them might be, or offensive coordinators might be. And like, yeah, you coach to your strengths, you know, like, and specifically for Trey Lance, it does make sense because NDSU typically is much, much better than their competition. They get better recruits than the colleges they play against. So like, yeah, he could look like a standout because his receivers can just get open when they want to, you know? So.
Good. You know, I'm glad you're standing up for your boy Trey Lance. We need a little NDSU
I don't know if I was necessarily standing up for him.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Fenner's guy, and I respect that.
Yeah, it's fair. Fenner, you've been talking about Trey Lance since day one.
Fenner's Trey Lance.
Yeah.
But
who's man?
Any other like positions exciting? Because I think Kyle Pitts is going to be really cool. And I think the Falcons will take him at 4. Unless someone like trades up to like get a snab a QB there or something. But Kyle Pitts looks so cool and I haven't watched a fucking Florida game, so I don't know. I'm just watching the highlights, but Kyle Pitts looks sick.
Hey, a lot of people hate on you for watching the highlights. They act like those people didn't do those things. I get it. You got to watch the whole thing, but they still have accomplished those things on film. So
right, that's a good point.
Yeah,
I don't get the Falcons take. I don't think he goes there because
got to replace that Austin Hooper gap.
When has the problem for Atlanta ever been lack of weapons?
Yeah.
When has that ever been the issue? They clearly have much deeper problems than, we need another playmaker because, you know, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, it's just not enough. What? I mean, come on.
Matt Ryan, how much help does he need?
Yeah, seriously.
I don't really get it, but I guess it's one of those, from what I've heard, is like he's just one of those guys who's so good you don't pass up on him, and then that's why that pick's there.
I would.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I think that he's projected to be the first. There's only been 3 top 5 picked tight ends: Mike Ditka, and I forgot who the other one was, but yeah, he's projected to be like the 3rd one ever, and I don't know. That's big. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Take. I think they just up and take Trey Lance at 4. I think we just go quarterback for the first time.
I'm rooting for that because that sounds
That'd be
really
so
fun.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds fun. But then otherwise, then the Bengals are probably going to get Kyle Pitts, and I like that too.
Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys, when it comes to, just speaking of pass catchers, how do you guys feel with like the Jamar Chase versus, Devonta Smith. It's
Devonta Smith. I mean, Devonta Smith had what, like 130 catches in like 13 games last year?
And it's not like he did it at like Saginaw Valley State. He did it at Alabama against the SEC. With Mac Jones at quarterback.
Yeah, like I admittedly don't know a whole lot about like scouting wide receivers, but if the man can catch 131 balls at like the top level of collegiate athletics, I don't understand why he's getting like knocked. They say he's like kind of small. He only weighs 170 pounds. Okay, who cares?
And
like the DBs he's going up against aren't going to be much bigger than he is, you know.
And you're not asking him to like just go over the middle every single play. And like look at last year. Robbie Anderson is 6'5". He weighs like I think he literally weighs 170 also. He's a absolute string bean. And he was going over the middle too. And I think he played almost every game last year. So I don't understand how that's like an issue. Yeah. Odell Beckham, he just doesn't weigh enough.
Right. You know.
But and with Devonta Smith, he might be 170 pounds, but that's 170 pounds of muscle. That is like he does look like freaky. I remember watching Bama, one of the only college football games I watched last year. And I thought this guy was like a lock top 5 pick, and in this mock I'm seeing at 13. Like, I don't know. He is like, I've seen people like compare him to I forgot what they were saying, but like he's going to be just like a stud right away. And I don't know why he's even like, it's even a question why. I don't know anything about Jamar Chase though, honestly. And that's what
I've seen stuff where he's not even the first Alabama receiver to go, and that it's wild to me.
Oh, I remember they do have another
Jalen Waddle.
Waddle, that's right.
Yeah, and I've seen him go ahead. It's like how did we get here?
Plus, which one of that Alabama 3 is the odd man out then? It's got to be Mac Jones. Like,
God, I hope.
They can't all be good.
Right. They can't all be good.
I have never been more confident of a bust in my life. I was this confident one time before, and it was when Blake Bortles went number 3 overall. So that I'm
you got to contrary championship.
Contrary to what Zach and I guess now Fenner think. Blake Bortles was hot trash.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah. A lot of people say he's great. Mm-hmm. I keep hearing
many people. Sure.
They keep saying it. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, because I'm just scrolling down here. Some of these mocks, what's even the point of guessing after like pick 15? Like I'm just looking. I'm like, what are you even? You aren't going to pick it right. Like,
just to throw names.
Yeah. I don't think like with how many like Packer mocks I've seen throughout the years, they like never get it right. I never go in like, oh my god, you know, whoever like who would have picked Jordan Love? Well, actually, that
Jordan
was,
Love and then AJ Dillon.
Right? Yeah. Actually, that was. I remember seeing some stuff about that, but Packers are going to trade out. I predicted it last year. I predicted it every year. The Packers are going to trade out of the first round. It always makes sense, and I'm always cool with it. It's just not very exciting.
I either want them to do that or draft an offensive tackle. I have been big on this, and I if you have an offensive line, that's everything starts there. Like, I don't care how many weapons you have. Like, the perfect example is the Atlanta Falcons. Like, they have had all the skill positions. Even Matt Ryan won an MVP somehow, but it happened. Like, they had everything you could ever want out of your skill positions and all your flashy, sexy positions. And they have been trash for so many years outside of that one Super Bowl run. And because they don't have like an offensive line, they don't draft the big boys. And unlike receivers, you need to get the big boys early. So I want the Packers to just start absolutely loading up on offensive line and honestly defensive line too, because we get bullied.
We aren't big. We need more big guys.
We need the beef.
Yeah, right. I can't wait.
I'm all in on an offensive tackle. Somebody who can play right tackle.
I had this discussion with one of our buddies, I don't know, a couple months ago, but we were talking about like if you were to start a team from like scratch, or you were trying to build with like, say, the Detroit Lions right now, or a terrible team right now, how would you like draft to build up? I would be for the first like 5 years, I would, unless you get like the chance at like a Trevor Lawrence, a 1 in a million, this quarterback talent you can't miss out on. I would only draft like offensive and defensive linemen and trade down and just acquire more talent.
I would do the exact same. Yeah. I think, you got to start like inside out from there. So you get all of your big boys, and through free agency, that's maybe you start to dabble in a receiver here. But here's the thing that I've kind of noticed, like over the last like 5-10 years in the NFL, it's like there are always certain positions that seem to have like your disgruntled athletes. So I would be all in on some mid-season trades of trying to get either a wide receiver or an edge rusher, because every year it seems, whether it's like Odell Beckham, Clowney, all these guys, there's always a few of them that just pop up, and those are the guys that I would snatch onto once I have like the inside kind of just like locked in.
Yeah.
That's all like the amazing teams are built too. Like quarterback and running back are like the last pieces that like you get that like push you over that edge eventually. Like look at how good the Cowboys were, and then they got Zeke and Dak, and then you can run that rookie contract. They kind of fucked it up, but
getting that. I would like never draft a running back before like the 4th round.
I get a 2nd round AJ Dillon.
That just seems like a waste of a pick.
Speaking of more Mac Jones, also the running back of that Alabama team, Najee Harris, seems like he's going to be a 1st rounder too.
Dude, Mac Jones sucks.
I've never seen more fake news in my entire life.
Yeah,
and I think one of the things was like they were asking the receivers like of Alabama, like I don't know if it was anonymously or not, but it was like, who would you rather be catching passes from, Tua or Mac Jones? They're like, Mac Jones. Oh, okay. What is that supposed to mean? Tua is trash too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what weight does that carry?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Oh man, that's great. That's like literally like where would you rather eat out, McDonald's or Taco Bell? Like,
or maybe Arby's. It's like
Arby's.
Oh yeah, way better.
Yeah. Yeah, but the draft, man, like. I don't know. I don't really get all that excited because it's so hit or miss.
I used to get like super into knowing all the players and everything, and I just can't do it anymore. I don't have the time or the will to just like dive that deep and like really crunch.
I just like a couple of the storylines and seeing where like teams are heading. Like if the Falcons, if they go with Trey Lance at QB. It's interesting to me. I like seeing those first couple teams and see what they do. So that's what I like about it, but I don't put a ton of weight into this. Also, can't wait to hear about how everyone has like a dead family member this year. You guys remember that
I forgot about that.
Yeah. All the stories. Everyone has dead family members in the draft.
Well, it's good that we're going to get that back, and what I'm really excited for, and what I think the rest of the world can really get behind, are seeing, I think there's only 13 players who are attending the draft, so I can't wait to see 13 big hugs from Roger Vaccinated Goodell. Yep. Thank Christ.
Yeah, I'm actually weirdly excited for that, Roger hugging all the players. Trevor Lawrence isn't going to be there. I think the NFL's a little pissed off about that. Because obviously you want your first overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. But yeah, he's just spending time with his family. I kind of love the shit Trevor Lawrence has been saying, too. Where he was like, I don't play with a chip on my shoulder. I just love playing football. And everyone got, like, pissed off about it.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't live, breathe, eat, and shit football. Oh, yeah. No. This guy's going to be a bust.
Literally, all he was saying is, I'm just a very happy person. I'm happy with where I'm at. Okay.
Do you know who else doesn't live, breathe, and eat football? Aaron Rodgers. What are we doing?
Yo, and Andrew Luck.
I think I'd be more concerned if my QB did. The only one that really did do that was Tom Brady, and Tom Brady's just an insane person, so I don't even count that. But any other quarterback, if you don't have anything going on outside of football and you can't dissociate, I'm not into it. I don't want that guy on my team. I'll say it.
I don't even count Tom Brady because he's got the TB12 diet. I think that's what he cares about more. And this is just all advertising.
The whole point
but that's
of
like for football.
Yeah.
You know? That's the reason that he developed his own diet and shit. Yeah.
I've started assuming this late career run he's having is just advertising for the TB12. It's a business move.
Good advertising.
It's pretty good, you know.
It's expensive, that stuff. If I think I looked at it once just out of curiosity. That is not a cheap diet, and I don't know what the hell is going on with that.
The TB12.
Just don't eat tomatoes. Done.
Speaking of that, actually, did you guys hear what the Buccaneers GM said? I actually love it. He came out, he's like, yeah, we don't really care about some of the late round picks because who in the 5th round can even make our team? And I'm like, you've got a great point. Yeah. He's like, who could honestly make our team in the late round picks? And I was like, I kind of get it.
I think that's you know what? I think that's an awful move, actually. I respect the swagger of it, but like every team, any Super Bowl team too, like you're gonna have like undrafted free agents.
Yeah.
They're always gonna make contributions, and when they're trying to sign for teams, they're gonna look at the Buccaneers and be like, "Hell no."
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I don't know. I love that. He just said, fuck it, we don't care. That is so cool.
I wonder if that means they're going to be doing a little trading up.
Probably, yeah. I think they'll trade all of their late picks at some point. But, yeah, I thought that was funny. And, oh, shit, what was I going to say with it? I don't remember. But, yeah. Oh, no, the percentages. I saw, like, percentages of each round, a player from each round making your roster. And, like, it does get really low towards the end. It's, like, 10% already by the, like, 4th round.
See, that's why you just need a trade back, and you just got to take as many dart throws at this thing as you humanly can.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to build a team.
Yeah. I agree.
That's what the Seahawks have done for years, and it works. It's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading up on the TB12 diet online.
What do you got for us?
What did you learn?
I just exited out of it because I honestly couldn't find anything about the diet. I was more interested in the virtual appointments you can set up with a TB12 trainer.
I only want to do it with Tom himself. Yeah.
Just to get like your first initial meeting, it costs $50 for a 30-minute discussion and introduction into the program. If you want to sign up for the program after that, it's $180 a month, which includes 4 30-minute sessions a month with your trainer. $50 of in-store credit per month. And you must sign up for a 3-month commitment before you start.
Oh God.
You guys want to see my impression of Tom Brady on a TB12 virtual call trying to get you to join his plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who am I talking to? I wasn't ready. I didn't have. All right.
Oh my God, it's Tom Brady.
Oh man. No. Okay, because he's always smiling. Hi. Well, like, there's nothing going on up there. Like there's just nothing. I know there's just nothing going on up there.
Tom Brady, thank you for joining us on the Farmcast. It's nice of you to take some time out of your busy day.
Oh my God.
Are you guys ready for my Tom Brady impression? Hi.
But like. Oh man, but like it kind of makes sense, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Not at all.
Yes,
Not at all.
Because Tom Brady, all he does is smile, and there's just nothing going on up there other than like football. There is nothing going on.
He and Gronk have the perfect friendship because they literally are the two emptiest headed human beings of all time. We were talking about this, and so apparently 25% of all people don't have a voice in their head that, like, when you think, there's like no voice. Do you know what I'm talking about, Fenner?
Well, yeah, like I guess I don't think I really have a voice in my head.
So okay,
Like, think
you're in the shower.
I just like think. What?
Okay, you're in the shower. Like,
Yeah,
do you ever
shower?
have like conversations like in advance to something? It's like, okay, I'm doing this, and you like.
But it's not like it's like I'm literally just thinking about it. It's not like I'm like in my head like imagining a voice is saying these things.
really.
Wow.
Yeah, what? No, you guys are morons. That does not actually happen. That's a
No.
movie. That's a movie trope.
No, Feder, like I have conversations with myself in my head 24/7
But like I
with a voice.
Like, that makes no sense.
You can't like mentally. It's hard to describe. Like, I'm hearing it, but I'm obviously not hearing.
I could like if I wanted to, like I could imagine myself like saying something to myself. But like when I think about something, like
Is
it's
my
just
thing.
it doesn't my thought process doesn't come out through like a voice in my head. It's just like I'm just thinking. Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah.
Because when I think, it's like speaking through a voice. And that I'm like reasoning with it.
Is it your voice?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It is.
At least what I think I sound like.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah,
That
but
makes so watch what you're gonna fucking say about Tom Brady and Gronk here, okay?
yeah, couple empty-headed dudes just hanging out.
Yeah. Oh my
They're
God.
perfect for each other.
Wow.
That's wild to me, though. I can't even fathom that. Like that, when I found that out, I mean, it makes no sense to me how like
Yeah. Doesn't.
we're on two very different wavelengths on that.
Because like I'll also like it'll be like I don't know. It's gonna sound nuts if you don't know what I'm saying, but like yeah, like I'll have a conversation if I'm thinking like oh, Kyle's coming here, and then it'll be like oh, simulating Kyle being here in my head.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I do all those things, but it's not like I'm talking to my brain or my brain is talking to me or like the thought processes are coming out like audibly in a way, you know? It's just like
I'm not talking to myself.
Think. I know you're not actually
Okay.
like talking, you know what I mean? But like that's in your head, that's what it like seems like, right?
Yeah.
Is like there's
because it's like there's
like a vocal conversation.
It's
that's
a
happening,
I have
right?
like a thinking voice. Does that make sense to
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, no, I get you. I watched Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
That show was fire.
That just doesn't
Show's
happen
great.
in my own head. Yeah, Blue was cool.
Blue Wilt.
Yeah. Yeah, Wilt was cool too.
Wilt was cool as
Wilt-
shit.
That was a really good show.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with the voice in the head? What I didn't see.
Imaginary Friends. I don't know. You know. Yeah.
He's calling us idiots.
Yeah.
Even though he's the
brains of a
empty-headed one
10-year-old.
over there.
We're a bunch of children
Yeah.
making up people and voices.
No, like I get what you're saying. I thought like I guess I never really gave much thought to it, honestly. It's just yeah,
Clearly
like,
not.
I will think and then I just like will do, you know.
Okay.
I don't sit there and talk back and
I mean, it
forth
happens,
with myself
like,
with my own
fast.
head.
It's not
I
like
know
it's-
it does. I know it does.
It's happening
Kyle.
right
I know.
now.
I'm sure
They
it is,
won't
yeah.
shut up. Make it stop.
The voice actually I think in my head is just Tom Brady and it's just him going,
Hi.
"Hi."
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna find a clip of him like saying, "Hi, I'm Tom Brady," and it will be.
I bet you
perfect.
could find that. I
Yeah.
believe you.
Like just, "Hi, I'm excited for the new season. We got a lot of weapons, and Bruce is a great coach. We talk a lot. We're great. We're excited. We got a game coming up here. You know, a lot of people counted us out, but we are here and we're ready to play. I'm Tom Brady." He's always smiling.
That was better.
Yeah,
That
okay.
was-
That was an
yeah.
actual impression, not just. Hi.
Oh yeah, that's what it would be like if you hopped on a Zoom. He'd be there, and he would say hi. Oh no, Tom Brady.
I think honestly your first impression was actually probably spot on. He would go, Hi. Who am I talking to?
I've been on this take for a while. I think, like, other than football, I think Tom Brady is one of the dumbest human beings on the entire planet.
Yeah.
I legitimately believe that.
I've barely heard the man talk. I don't know much about him.
I think he's an absolute moron outside of just football. With football, I think he's a genius. I don't think he has any other hobbies. I don't think he thinks. I think he's just a robot.
Yeah, I agree. What have you seen Tom Brady do other than like football?
Just his kid.
Diet for football.
Like with how long he's been in the league and at how like successful and big he's been. Aaron does Jeopardy, both being on it and hosting it. Imagine Tom Brady on Jeopardy. How awful and just echoes in his head. He won't know what to do.
I think he is legitimately one of the most airheaded, out of touch human beings alive. I don't think he understands anything of the world around him that doesn't consist of NFL football, Boston, or anything else. Like, I don't think he has anything going on.
There's an article from 2016 that reveals Tom Brady's 8 favorite hobbies to do off the field.
Oh my God.
Number 1, staying in shape, presumably for football. Number 2, chilling in the #chill zone.
I hate him.
Number 3, photoshopping.
Who among us?
I can just see Tom Brady. He comes home from like a bad game. Don't talk to me, Giselle or whatever his wife is. And he just goes right into Photoshop and he's just making edits.
So is that implying that all those Photoshops, because media game it's good. It's a good social media game that he has. I always assumed it was like a team doing it for him. But the idea of him hovering over a MacBook and just putting all that together himself is astonishingly funny, because I just like him hunched over and just like typing away with Giselle in the background.
Making memes. God.
Damn, maybe he is kind of relatable.
Number 4, spending time with Giselle, his wife. So fair.
None of this has been new except for the lie about Photoshop.
Number 5, getting in on the mascot game.
What?
There's a 15-second video I'm watching currently. Okay. It's a video of like on Thanksgiving, I assume, and Tom Brady's kids like playing around in the leaf pile. They look like they're looking for something, and then Tom Brady pops out in a full turkey costume and just starts gobbling.
I thought you were gonna go. He just starts kissing them. He hops out in the turkey costume.
Playing with his dogs, that's relatable. Spending time with the kiddos and dancing.
Oh my God, he
does nothing.
He does nothing.
Yeah. He's in the #chill out zone.
If dancing is in one of your top 8 hobbies, and it's not, I imagine there's not a lot going on, because like everybody kind of likes to dance when you're listening to something, unless he's just spending like an hour or 2 a day just dancing. I don't know if that's a big enough thing to be considered a hobby. I think he legitimately didn't have enough hobbies to fill out an 8-thing list and just had to think of something.
Literally. Yeah, because if Tom Brady would dance, he'd be posting TikToks with his social media presence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely he would be.
Or be on Dancing with the Stars.
I would be all here for
Sam, I cannot wait to see what happens when he retires, because I don't think he could coach.
Couldn't do broadcasting.
Oh God, no.
This is my impression of Tom Brady broadcasting. Welcome back to Inside the NFL. I'm Tom Brady. I don't know. That's all I got for that one. Yeah, that's all I got.
Great job.
Your impression game is impeccable.
I know. I've heard.
Especially it's in that one voice.
Yeah. Voice. Yeah.
Oh, if only I could speak what's in my head, then you'd hear the voices.
Listen, Zach is a man of many things. He might be the shittiest at doing like other voices and impressions of any human being I've ever met in my entire life.
I agree. I don't know why my brain doesn't work like that. I cannot.
You can't like make his voice do something else. Like you can't do like a British accent. Which
Homie! That's my Marge. I think I can do a pretty good Marge.
Is that Marge or is that just
Homie!
use after like a pack of Marlboro Reds?
Homie!
Homie!
That's probably the best one I can do.
Homie!
Oh, homie!
He's getting worse.
I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm starting to sound like Yoda. Oh my god. Yeah.
Luke, you gotta go to the Dagobah system.
Oh jeez. I can't even think of what I might be able to do. Except Tom Brady.
Time, and then on the next podcast, you can come with like top 3 impressions.
That's actually a good idea. I'll find one I can like work with.
Number 1, Tom Brady.
Hey, guys, welcome back. It's Tom Brady.
Hey guys, Tom Brady.
I don't know. That's a little homework for me. I'll work on my impressions and I'll have one. I'll have one. I bet I can do a Pat Mahomes because we have a similar voice.
You're already doing one. You're doing it right now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I can do impressions then. I'm literally Pat Mahomes.
Jack, don't feel bad. I can't do impressions either.
Hit us with one.
Give me something.
Do Marge Simpson. Homie!
Homie!
Okay, yeah, you do suck too.
This is good content.
I've barely ever watched The Simpsons, so I don't know what else she says. Like,
that's it.
Quit being such a menace.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
To any viewers or listeners who made it this far, thanks.
Yeah. No, you're welcome. They probably think they're watching The Simpsons right now.
Yeah, no kidding. I didn't realize it turned into a Simpsons starring Tom Brady podcast.
Yeah, Tom Brady was guest starring on The Simpsons.
He probably has before.
Who hasn't at this point?
Right. I know I've heard him voice act in something. I don't remember what it was, though. He's definitely lent his voice to stuff. His recognizable, iconic voice.
I'm going to work on my Tom Brady impression. I think I'm on to something. I'm on the verge of greatness with this impression.
Well, you got to workshop it yourself. See, what you got to do is when you just got to be like in your car, and then you got to like imagine something they would say, and then just like say it repeatedly. That's how you do it.
Okay. Ooh, that gives me an idea. I'll save that for the next episode then.
Yeah, so Zach can come back to us. He's going to have some real heat for us, I imagine. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I think we can leave the people off on a little cliffhanger. Stay tuned
in next time.
Yeah, stay tuned to see updates on my impressions and see who.
I was just gonna say, warning to the avid Farmcast fans out there: there will not be an episode next week. Farmcast will be taking on Cancun, so we'll be out of the country and not near any microphones.
Yeah. So we will let you know how that is. Our mission in Cancun. We're traveling with Tom Brady. I can't wait to go to Cancun. I've wanted to go there for so long. Bruce is a great coach. He's told me about Cancun. But this is it from the Farmcast. Thanks for listening. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on all social medias at the Farmcast Pod. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
TikTok, and make sure you subscribe to not only Doc Firmer on Twitch, but also Nick Merckx. Shout out MFam.
Yes, our friend. Maybe I'll work on a
Friend
Nick
of the
Merckx.
Farmcast.
I'll work on a Nick Merckx impression.
Hey, bro, you want to work out after I'm done playing video games?
Did someone have Nick Merckx on in the background just now?
My God, that was just like Nick Merckx.
I didn't think he was live right now, but I guess he is. Live on the pod.
At 11 a.m.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But that does it from us, so thank you for listening to our impressions, our draft knowledge, and another episode of the Farmcast, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.